In a world where the marks think they know better than the wrestlers and the bookers, the Fantasy Booking Institute exists to pretty much do exactly that. This is a visit from the FBI.
This is Dan the Dad, and you should listen to Raw and Order or you're grounded.
Welcome to another episode of Raw and Order, the Fantasy Booking Institute, your weekly source for pro wrestling fantasy booking. I am your host, Detective Mark Smarks, and I am joined, as always, by my partners in crime fighting. Starting off, District Attorney Vincent Kayfabe. What's going on, man? How are you?
Boom. I'm good, but I'm not DA Vincent Kayfabe. Boom. I'm just DA Vincent Kayfabe.
Yes. Also joining us from up north, RCMP JLB.
So you're meaning to tell me that you're not DA Vincent
Kayfabe, baby.
K-Fabulous? K-Fabulous? Huh?
Baby.
Baby. That's fair.
Baby.
That's fair.
Sad.
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 We're supposed to learn about that whole thing that they're doing, right? With that new show that's happening, apparently going to start this week, that Mr. Bebe had announced to all of us because Tony Khan doesn't like the camera.
I think that starts next week.
Next week, okay.
It's just that Tony Khan's so much smaller than the rest of them, and he never invented IcoPro or had a bodybuilding television show
or hasn't had experience to be on camera while on coke, allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly.
He's missing all those things that wrestling owners do when they're on camera. He hasn't sexually assaulted anybody that we know of. I don't want to bury our podcast.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
We already did it. I think we already did it.
So the grand scheme of things, I do want to give him a whole bunch of crap for. I have a special announcement, and here's Adam Cole to tell it to you, because I am tired of this whole Tony Khan has a big announcement, and then Tony Khan isn't the one who delivers it. But at least this time he showed up for it, right? All the other times, like Tony Khan will make a big announcement, and then they go, here's Tony Schiavone to announce the big announcement that Tony Khan was going to announce.
Same Tony, different last name.
Just a different Tony. It's we they all look alike, right?
Oh, jeez.
They need another Tony in AEW. That way they can have Tony.
Tony. Spell them three different ways.
Yeah.
Toni, Tony. What's the third one?
Tone with an accent.
Yeah, E with the accent.
Stop. That's a thing?
Yep.
It's a band from the 80s.
It was an R&B band.
R&B band.
Oh, really? Oh.
Tony.
Ah.
Couldn't tell you a song that they...
I was going to ask. That was the next question.
I know I had to play in my previous career but as a radio DJ,
one of their songs. Listen, you can't Google it, okay? It doesn't count.
But I don't remember what it was. I mean, they were around for a long time. 86 to 97, they did a lot of music, but let's see. What would be the one that I probably would have played? Let's Get Down, maybe?
I can tell you what it's not. Girl, you know it's true.
Oh, they legit had it as
That's
Tony.
Yeah.
With the three Tonys. Okay, I thought they were just called Tone with the accent aigu kind of thing.
No, they were Tony.
Okay, Jesus Christ. And this was an R&B group.
Yes.
Oh, God. All right. I'm kind of curious now. So they broke up because it was alleged that Tony broke up because Dwayne stole money from the group.
What's really funny to me is they were called Tony with three different spellings of the word Tony, and none of their names were Tony.
That's messed up. That's a paradox.
Dwayne, Ralph, and Timothy must have been taken.
Alvin Timothy. I remember that man too.
So we were a little bit late getting onto this here stream because we were laughing at ChatGPT or confused by ChatGPT.
They just don't know pro wrestling like we do.
I'm just very jealous that ChatGPT decided to go home to get drunk and not go home. I would have loved to have gotten drunk. Damn you, ChatGPT! Dare you take my?
In other words, what we're telling you is, those of you having GTP write a paper for you, you're a couple years out still.
Well, at the very least,
pro wrestling.
At the very least, proofread and fact check that shit.
For sure. If you're gonna at least do something, at least do the proofreading and the fact checking. Absolutely.
Because I was like, hey, what would be cool is, you know how we do this Guess the Wrestler game sometimes? Maybe I could use ChatGPT to do that. And I told ChatGPT to generate a list of 20 clues for the identity of a professional wrestler from the past 40 years. And what we basically have found out...
It was like 5 lies.
That there's about 4... So it's about an 80% success rate on it. Out of the 20 clues, there's usually about 4-ish that are just wrong.
Wrong.
Just not even close.
It was a huge failure.
Like they're contradictory to each other, so they prove that this doesn't.
Yeah, contradictory to themselves. Contradictory. Like one of them. First of all, one of them, it gave me the list of 20 clues. It did not tell me who the correct answer was to it.
We think it was Macho Man.
We're pretty sure it was Macho Man. But again, it did not tell me it was Macho Man. But
it
all
was
of the clues
by its own clues. It's like, I don't know who this is.
Yeah, all of the clues, except for a few, pointed to Macho Man. And the few that didn't point to Macho Man really didn't point to Macho Man.
Like Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah. Like, it said he was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2004. He was not.
Nope. Said he was injured by The Undertaker at WrestleMania 7.
Yep. He was not. He didn't fight The Undertaker in WrestleMania 7.
It was Macho.
It said that he was a member.
Jimmy Snuka.
Yeah. It said he was a member of a popular faction that also included Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan.
Which I suppose. Jimmy Hart!
I had to do it again.
We did die in 2011.
And it was giving me clues to Lex Luger, but it was just wrong on some of them. It said he was inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame in 2012, which Lex Luger was not. It said he broke Sid Vicious's leg during a match, which he did not. It said his finishing move was a powerbomb, which it is not.
Nope.
It said he won the King of the Ring tournament in 1994, which he did not.
All kinds of wrong.
So ChatGPT, not a reliable source.
Well, it's still technically in beta, though, right? It's not. Oh no, just Bing's one is in beta. This one's technically still. Well, they're always working on it.
Yeah, I mean they're always in beta, but I was just like, maybe this will give us a fun new variation on a game to play, and it did not. So
who is ChatGPT not talking about? Everybody.
I even thought, I was like, here, how about... Where did it go? I even told it to do one and it didn't. Oh. I said, choose a wrestler from the last 40 years and describe them as if you're talking to a blind person.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Which I hoped would get me like a really crazy description of the way someone looks. And it didn't. It said, this wrestler is a legendary figure in the world of professional wrestling. He was active from the 1980s until the early 2010s and was known for his muscular build and impressive strength. He often wore colorful outfits and had long, flowing hair, which made him stand out in the ring.
Well, I mean, the flowing hair part is fine, but, that's still not nearly
He
enough.
was a champion in multiple wrestling organizations, including WWE and WCW, and was known for his signature finishing move, which involved lifting his opponent high in the air before slamming them down to the mat with incredible force. He was also known for his powerful body slams and devastating clotheslines. Outside of the ring, he was a philanthropist and often used his celebrity status to support various charities and causes. He was known for his magnetic personality and his ability to connect with fans of all ages. Although he is retired from professional wrestling several years ago, he remains a beloved figure in the sport, and his legacy continues to inspire this new generation of wrestlers.
Okay.
His name is Hulk Hogan.
His long flowing hair. Look at that.
His powerful body slams.
Well, I mean, to the one to the Andre the Giant, I would say was,
I wouldn't even call that one particularly powerful.
Ouch.
Andre jumped. I mean, literally, don't get me wrong. Like, at the time, it was crazy to witness, but in reality, Hulk Hogan didn't do all the work for that thing. Andre the Giant did all the work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he would have had to have done something, but at the same time, still pretty impressive for him to at least lift them a little. Broke any man's back. I'm sure Bianca could do it, though. Bianca.
So instead, I'm going to have to go back to my old standby of using a pack of cards for some reason. For mine. But before we get to mine, the rules are simple. We're going to take turns challenging each other to book or play some unlikely scenario in the world of professional wrestling. We do not discuss them in advance because that's no fun. And we're lazy and don't think of them. I always open up the floor to the others if they want to go first or if they want me to go first as well.
Not it.
I'll go first.
Okay, JLB is out. DA Fabe is up.
Okay, so I'm stealing a game. I can admit that I'm stealing a game. Yeah, it's not from our show.
What?
I'm stealing it from another show.
What?
Guys at Wrestle Talk, you guys are great guys.
Oh my God.
I like you. Thank you. Watch Wrestle Talk. They're great people after you watch all of our stuff. And like, share, and subscribe. After that. Mm-hmm. So, this is a 3-word definition. You have to describe the wrestler I name in 3 words. Not 3 words or less. Exactly 3 words. Okay?
So you're naming a wrestler and we have to give you 3 descriptions? Like 3 words?
You can say the fucking shit if you want. Or you can be like stupid, bald, Dumbo.
Okay.
You can do it however you want. So this is a spin on theirs. Theirs was what their WrestleMania results would be. But so, first one, AJ Styles.
You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Don't everybody dive at 3 words.
Phenomenal, athletic, and phenomenal, athletic, and it's going to be a synonym to athletic. Well, acrobatic.
There we go. It's gonna be cinnamon.
Synonyms.
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 Hasn't killed anyone.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, that's fair.
I feel like you could do that for a lot of these.
Oh, but a lot of them, it would be almost killed lots.
Okay. Akira Tozawa.
Come on, JLB. This is your time to say Tozawa deserves better.
This is this is valid. Yeah, I was thinking.
That's where I thought he was going.
Yeah, I know.
Deserves better is one. There is two.
Yeah, so underrated deserves better.
Oh.
Poor man's Tajiri.
Love it. All right. This one's for Smarks, Alexa Bliss. I mean, it's for both of you, but Smarks has got the pleasure of thinking of
Starting it.
right here. Yeah.
You know me, I gotta choose my words.
I was gonna say poor man's Harley, as in Harley Quinn.
Better Harley Quinn.
As in a badly running motorcycle you want to ride.
Yes. Yes. True.
That could work. That could work. Yep.
Ryan Cabrera, you're more than welcome to bring it. Bring Alexa with you.
I mean, yeah, there's got to be some witness for when I get my ass kicked.
By a drummer.
He's also a singer.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know how that made it better, but somehow or another in my mind it did.
Yeah, if I ever get my ass kicked by Axl Rose, I'm making sure there's no cameras around.
It depends. If it's Axl Rose
I
from
mean,
the 90s.
You know where you are. You'll be in the jungle, baby, and you're gonna die. So it won't matter if there's cameras around. In the 90s, though, I don't think he can do anything now. He's an old man.
I don't think he could have done it in the 90s to me now.
It was pretty coked up.
He was wiry.
Yeah.
Very.
He was wiry. Best mean girl. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Angel. And I'm not using his last name so that you guys can use it in your definitions.
Best moonsault ever. I'm going with Christopher Angels from TNA.
Okay, it was Angel Garza.
I know that's where you were going. It's just I wanted to piss you off since you don't like Christopher Daniels because you're a horrible human being.
Nope, that's not true.
Huh?
But okay.
Gotta check to make sure I'm correctly. I believe this is correct, but I'll check. Third generation wrestler. I could also do third generation Garza.
Where's the Garza would be where I would have gone. Oscar.
Nobody's ready for.
Talented. Just trying to think of yeah, no. We'll do best face paint ever.
Bailey.
Wacky, wavy murderer.
Your neighbor's grandmother. She has such a granny face to me.
You've a granny face.
You have a granny face.
Becky Lynch.
Female version of Austin.
That's 4.
Of doesn't count. Come on.
No, sure does. It's a word. Look it up.
Female version Austin.
I would have said female Stone Cold, but okay.
Oh, that's fair.
Irish lass kicker.
She's the man.
That's a good one too.
Bianca. Bianca Belair, to be specific, in case you're thinking about using a different Bianca.
Strongest, fastest, bestest.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's the only thing you can really do. Yeah, strong. Losing title mania.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Bobby Lashley. Bobby
Bye-bye.
Lashley. Which means I have to skip Bray, which sucks, but okay.
Should face Brock. Fucking done.
Almost.
I don't know
Bray.
why he's fucking facing Bray
Almost.
at all.
This is the time where you pull up Joe Gacy to have him face Bray, and you.
Or something. Bring up an NXT star or something, man.
Yeah, like Joe Gacy.
Like exactly.
Yeah, like exactly what I just said.
Exactly what was suggested.
All right, guys. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was gonna say needs better opponent. So along those lines.
Not that Bray's a bad opponent. It's just you're burying somebody.
I just don't
who shouldn't be
care.
buried right now.
Yeah, but I just don't care for what they're gonna do with this.
That
It
match
doesn't
will
help
not
anyone.
put. That match will inevitably fail to put somebody over. Puts no one over and buries both of them.
Well, and here's
Hell, even if you switch them, if you made Omos face Bobby, okay, and you made
Bobby and Brock and Omos and Bray. That's fine.
yeah,
here's my thing, right? I think the Bray Wyatt versus Bobby Lashley
or even Brock versus Bray might be
is
kinda
the
cool.
biggest example right now the biggest evidence that Vince McMahon is involved in booking in some way.
Yes. Yep.
Add to it the fact that they recycled the Muscle Man dance from 3 years ago.
It's still pretty cool though.
They just edited in some new footage of Bobby Lashley.
You know what that means though? That means we're getting another Cena WrestleMania craziness, which I'm really excited for. Please, God, let it be a whole cinematic thing, and let's fucking go.
Next one, Brock Lesnar.
I didn't hear you over his coffin.
Brock Lesnar.
There you go.
There's going to be a race for the one after that. To say it.
Needs to leave.
Ooh, ouch. I feel like shit-faced Bobby's coming from Smart.
Really?
But it's been done.
But the
It wasn't finished. The
story's not finished. Yeah.
I'm fucking finished with it anyways after that
No.
shit you pulled at
No,
Elimination
I want it more now than I did before.
In fact, it's so not finished. Bobby Lashley was delivering a promo on how not finished it was on Raw this week. That got interrupted by Bray Wyatt's Muscle Man dance.
Yeah, but didn't he also mention that he did win the match? Unless I was thinking of Bray. No, I was during Bray's video.
He said, I won the match, but I'm not satisfied. He specifically said, I'm not satisfied.
That's fair.
Excuse me. Give me 1 second. I gotta.
After last night, is it White Lightning spit?
I'm really happy for it going to be a cinematic match, though. It better be. It better be another Cena scenario with Bray and Bobby.
Why? I don't know if I like Control V or Control C, Control V.
Well, I mean, that's the only way I'm going to like this match. Because aside from that, I really don't care for this match at all. Like, they have, 4 weeks to prepare for...
To build some type of story.
Which is going to be
It took about
lackluster.
17 weeks to build the LA Knight one.
Right.
Can't fit that into 3 words.
And this will probably be what they're referring to, where there's going to be another sponsor type of match. It's obviously going to be now, well, not obviously, but most likely will be for Bray and Bobby. And it's this point, give me a fucking cinematic match. And then
Okay,
you can put
I got my 3.
Okay.
Go.
Stupid penis tattoo.
Are you referring to the sword?
Yes. Looks like a penis.
Okay.
I was trying to come up with a variation on anxious millennial cowboy. Because he's not anxious. But then I also realized he's not a millennial. He's Gen X. And that puts me
Gen X.
Yeah, I'd have to try to argue that Gen X is one word. Confident Gen X cowboy.
All right, this one's gonna be a race. Cameron Grimes.
To the moon.
You both can have that one.
Yay.
Ooh, don't like that row, but there's nothing in the next row that's all that much better. So we'll just go Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
Nikki's newest friend.
Mommy? No. Mommy?
Mommy? No, mommy.
That's my 3.
Okay.
I got a thing for Candice LeRae. I don't know.
Chad Gable.
Stupidly underrated.
I like that. That's very well said. For
Are you fucking the mic over there?
absolutely,
Shit.
I am not.
Welcome to our ASMR podcast.
Yes.
Absolutely,
Yes.
athletically underrated.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So, apparently Cody Rhodes himself requested that match on Raw
And it was
this
a
week,
great fucking match.
because he wanted
Holy match
to
of the night.
showcase how good Chad Gable is. Apparently, Cody Rhodes was secretly hoping Chad Gable would get cut during the pandemic so that AEW could sign him, and was really pushing heavily for that.
Oh wow.
For AEW to sign him if he became available, not for him to get cut. Just secretly hoping.
Right.
3 out of 4 of these I want to use, but I'm just going to use one, and that is Cody Rhodes.
Real quick question: does punctuation count as a word?
Are you saying exclamation or period or
No, I'm just. It's implied at the end of a word.
no? If,
Okay.
if it's not the actual word. Okay.
Best stick man.
Okay, yeah, the question mark does not count as well. Okay.
I'm going off
Annoying but awesome.
Boy, I don't like you right now.
But I mean, it's true.
Next one, I'm going to be the big mark on this one, Cora Jade.
Future women's champion.
Agreed.
Yeah, I was gonna say small future champion.
Why you got to bring size into it?
Just gotta bring size into it sometimes.
I'm skipping 4 and using 2 from the next segment. Dexter Loomis.
Silence is golden.
That was good. That's the
And
best
then you
one
do
you've
the
done
S.
that wasn't already written like to the moon.
Thank you.
Never been convicted.
That's fair. Yeah, that's a fair point. Arrested, but not convicted.
Well, while we're on that subject, Dominic Mysterio.
Definitely prison bitch.
Best gimmick ever.
So before we move on, I want to bring up something related to Dominic Mysterio. Reports have come up.
Ex-condom for you,
Reports have come up recently that
Vicky Guerrero.
AEW has not been able to get arrange a contract extension for Vicky Guerrero, and I want to go on the record and say I think this is potentially the best thing to ever happen to Dominic Mysterio.
Have her come out and claim to be his real mom.
No, but be the voice for his real dad.
God, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, but do this after the whole Mommy Rhea thing, though.
Yeah,
Don't do it
absolutely.
during.
I think
Let
Mommy
this
Rhea
ride
is
out.
close to being over.
Yeah, I think Mommy Rhea is really close. Mama Rhea
Mamma Maria.
That sounds
Mamma
like
Mia, here I go again.
Mamma Maria sounds like a TGIF sitcom from the late 80s, early 90s about a
Pizzeria run by
sassy black woman who takes care of the neighborhood kids. They call her Mama Maria. Anyways, no, I think the whole
At this point, I feel like that was a show because holy shit, that sounds pretty convincing.
I feel the whole Dominic in Judgment Day storyline is probably coming to an end here soon.
Because boy, is it not doing anything for Priest or Finn, like at all. The only thing people care about,
he's the most over right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't help that they just keep Finn in the feud with Edge, even though it was fucking over.
Yep, straight up. I mean, it was a good match, though.
I mean, if it's a Hell in a Cell match like they rumor.
Anyways.
So, did you get a three word?
Best gimmick ever.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Thanks.
Well, it wasn't a good.
Wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Wasn't your best set.
Nope, that's fair.
He was
Drew
giving you a
McIntyre.
second chance, and you didn't take it.
Drew McIntyre.
Return to Psychopath.
I agree.
I agree.
Go heel. Fucker.
Go, yeah.
We know you can do it both ways. Now go be both. That sounded gay as
You
fuck.
said do it both ways.
It's fine, but it's not. I'm not applying.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck. He's currently doing the tag thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Yeah, he's still with the Banger Brews chilling there. Yeah, not doing much.
Because
For
they
him.
need 4 guys to beat up the Viking Raiders, who were nothing 3 months ago.
No, that's fair.
They need 2 former world champions. To beat up. And whoever the other 2, I don't remember. Oh, and former tag team champions.
Put in faction.
No, I don't like that one either. Sorry, I'm not trying to dog you. I just don't like your definition there. Elias. It's tough because part of you might want to say walk with Elias, but another part might go something regarding his brother.
Change your gimmick. Ever since he came back as Elias?
I like the Elias gimmick. I don't like how they book him, man.
That's it. But I think it's just honestly due to the gimmick itself.
Nope, that gimmick can win.
Back to heel.
That's where he can win.
Here's to hoping.
In fact, I would suggest that the only way Smarks would be happy with Jeff Jarrett coming back is in some way, shape, or form using El Kabong for both of them. To introduce that as a move for Elias.
Thing is, he did it.
Yeah, I know.
He did it quite a few times. The problem is he just needs to be a heel. He needs to be a heel and a dick.
Next one is Finn Balor.
Back to singles.
I'm going to be similar, but it's return to Prince.
I agree on both of those. So this one, we're in the G's now, and I can tell you that I want to use a particular female wrestler that's in the G's, but instead I'm going to use Gable Steveson instead of Gigi Dolan.
Obviously not ready.
Why did he wrestle recently?
Nope.
No, that's why it's so obvious.
Okay, just making sure.
If he was ready, they'd bring him out. They announced him as part of the Raw roster a year ago.
That's
Who
fair.
doesn't want to see Gable Steveson versus Brock Lesnar? And Brock Lesnar can carry a match that's a beatdown.
Put with Gable.
Ooh.
Gabe and
I
Gable.
like that.
Gabe and Gable.
Gable and Gable. They could even have their own TV show, Gable and Gable. Next one, Gunther.
I would approve of the Gable and Gable TV show as long as it had an 80s style action intro.
Absolutely.
Like Hardcastle and McCoy.
Yes.
It's
gonna be like a Miami Vice, like.
Absolutely.
And then flash, flash, flash. You're seen on the beach. Fast car driving. Shooting guns. Anyways.
Still on Gunther.
Gay Austrian porn star.
What?
It's a thing.
He did gay porn?
No, but I mean, he looks like he could do gay porn.
Jesus, what the fuck? Of all the things with Gunther, best slap ever, best chop ever.
I know. I wanted to be
Break.
weird about it.
Break Honky's record.
I just, want to point out how quickly you went to the gay porn. Your brain went straight there.
Straight there.
Austrian gay porn.
Right there. It seems to me like you probably have a fair amount of experience with the Austrian gay porn.
Well,
and I'm not judging. Like, I wouldn't go Austrian myself, but
I feel like it could get dark really quick in Austrian porn. Gay or not. I just feel like there could be a lot of
can get dark really quick in any kind of European or
European.
Yeah, we're talking Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe. Yeah, but like for sure, like it just gets.
Yeah,
really
Swedish
bad.
porn is gentle.
It's very soft core.
Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
Comment in the comment section if you're gonna go look up some Austrian gay porn tonight.
Or Swedish porn.
Or Swedish porn. See if it's really gentle. Ilya Dragunov.
Not my thing.
Ooh. Well, that's a horrible definition.
Dragunov, Walter, Encore.
I agree.
I could do Dragon D's nuts.
Io Sky.
Lita did dirty.
Yeah. Like sloppiest wrestling ever.
You have
And you
Lita,
make her a fucking champion? They do damage control dirty, bro.
You do. Here's the thing is my biggest anger is Io's the genius of the sky. She's known for her moonsault. Her beautiful, elegant moonsault that hits perfectly every time. And you have her get pinned by Lita with the Lita salt that looks like it's going to kill Lita every time she does it. And
I honestly thought she was going to miss it. Because I'm like, you're doing everything else sloppy. Can you even do a moonsault? What's going on here? Is this why they're always stopping you? Because you legit can't do a moonsault? And then you do it. I'm like, are you going to kill her? What's going on?
She looks like she's going to die every time she does it because her head almost hits the mat.
Oh, man. Underrated on roster.
Fair enough. JD McDonough.
Every Irish stereotype.
Tag with Ricochet.
How about poor
Finn
man's
Balor.
Fergal?
Finn Balor protege.
Yeah, that's fair.
The Usos. I'm going to give them together because otherwise it's Jerry Lawler or Jinder Mahal.
Bring back face paint.
No. Come on now.
I stand by what I said.
Still missing something.
I think I have the answer to that. Main event J. I don't know who Jimmy's going to tag with. Maybe the other brother.
Yeah, him and Solo.
I was thinking today about this, and the breakup should literally be, "Hey Oos, hey Oos, hey Oos, you're not an Oos, cuz," and they all just jump Roman.
I was actually thinking, this is how you break Jay off. This is what you do. We've been thinking about things.
Well, if you're good there,
wrong.
you tighten the butt cheeks in Austria.
Break him off. No, we've been thinking about things all about Sammy and Kevin challenging for the tag titles. No, right? You have Jimmy with one half of the tag titles. You have Jay with the other half of the tag titles. Jay separates from the bloodline, breaks off, teams with Sammy at WrestleMania to face Jay and Solo.
Jimmy and Solo.
Jimmy and Solo, excuse me. In a tag unification match, right?
Ooh.
Who winner takes all.
Ladder match. Got to be a ladder match then.
That's fine. And that way you've got this match, but it at least temporarily breaks up the Usos. Allows Jay to have a solo run by himself down the road. And gives a payoff to this whole storyline. And eventually can lead to Jimmy leaving the bloodline and it just being Roman and Solo at the end. Anyways.
This row, there are two names I really like. I really wanted to do Joe Gacy, but at the end of the day, John Cena. Only because I really am excited to hear what Smirk says here after Sunday's conversation.
Biggest box office draw?
Fuck you.
That's four, but you know.
Times.
Box office has a hyphen, it's one word.
Oh, please.
Look it up.
Theory's rising star.
One match a year.
Yeah.
One match a year.
One match here. I think
Johnny
that's going to help so much for Theory, though. Theory beating John like that.
Yes.
Definitely has to.
So long as he
happen, right?
beats him. Like,
He's got to beat him. There's no. What's the point, right?
Fuck all, man. That's what WWE does.
Well, that's what Vince does. Maybe not Trips.
Vince back in booking. That is indeed four.
Johnny Gargano.
Different from NXT.
Daddy, no daddy.
Karrion Kross.
Just an entrance.
Hype has fizzled.
All are true. Kevin Owens. I did that for you, Justin.
Fight Owens, fight, baby. Fight Owens, fight. No, I don't. Yeah. I'm going to go with fight Owens, fight, and be lame.
Okay.
Okay, no. Best
stay.
all-arounder. All-rounder.
Should stay solo.
I have two. Stupid T-Rex tattoo.
That's fair.
Eyes too close.
Eyes too close.
I never realized he was a dude with eyes too close. Yeah, go look at his WWE picture.
Oh my God.
His eyes are way too close in his head.
Poor guy. Kevin Owens.
Okay, this is going to be a toss-up. You can pick your person, but you have to say it before the other person does. So you say their name and what you're doing, and the other person has to do the opposite name. So Lacey Evans and Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
Okay.
So I have to say Liv Morgan's?
No, you have to say Lacey Evans.
And he has to say Liv Morgan's quickly, or you can steal it.
Keeps losing pushes.
That's true.
I was going to say not on hype train.
Well, you don't get to do Liv Morgan. You have to
I
do
know.
Lacey Evans, which is also not on hype train.
Lame, boring, and unvaccinated?
Lame, boring, and vaccinated. Okay. Logan Paul.
Best natural talent.
That might be true.
Trains with HBK.
That is true. Oh. Well, because they're both in this, I'm going to go with maximum male models. And you can't use maximum male models as their...
Afraid of Otis.
Still fucking lame.
Otis new stable.
Yep.
Matt Riddle.
Stay suspended, bro.
I was going to say stay sober, bro.
Okay.
Speaking of... Okay. I was going to say, speaking of that, Jeff Hardy, I don't know if you announced it on Sunday or not,
Yeah,
but
you were here.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe if you'd have been here, you'd have known.
That's fair.
You were tired. We get it. We don't understand what it is to have kids and
Yeah,
have to take care
full-time
of them.
jobs and families and, you know,
That's fair.
Homes
still
to
make it
clean,
work.
Meals to prepare.
Maybe if I had all this, I would have more energy. It might be a thing.
Feel like you have no clue how much that stuff drains people. Mia Yim.
Settle on name.
Agreed. What it mean? It's Mia Yim on here, and it's Mi Chin when she comes out. It's so fucking stupid.
Well, and sometimes they have her as Mia Minchin Yim. Sometimes they have her as Minchin Mia Yim. Sometimes they just do Minchin. Sometimes they do Mia Yim, and then in parentheses Minchin. Just pick a lane. I don't care which way you go. Just do it one way and do it. Anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna go along the same lines. Pick your name.
Montez Ford.
Main event ready.
Tez got ups.
He just got ups.
New web picture. You really ought to look at his picture. It's not a good one. He needs a new picture. Anyway.
Like on his Twitter?
Yep. Another lightning round. 2 names are coming. You know they start with M's. One of them is Mr. McMahon. The other one is Mustafa Ali. Go.
Mustafa Ali.
Okay. What's your words?
Highly underrated.
And for you, Smarks, Mr. McMahon is...
Just fucking retire.
Mr. McMahon was probably easier there. Ooh, we're going to go with Nikki Cross.
Get some friends.
Find Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Bring back Sanity.
Yeah, straight up.
Apparently, Sanity is reuniting on the Indies.
Minus Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to let you two decide together whether we do Omos or Nikki the Lions. I'm not going to make that a lightning round, though, because that would suck. Okay, we'll just do Omos. Nobody's speaking. So.
Big, tall, worthless.
God, will they have him beat fucking Lesnar? That'd be so fucking stupid.
I don't think so. They can't do that.
Are
I don't
they
think
gonna
Lesnar
use-
would allow that.
Are they gonna use Lesnar? Seems to be on board. He doesn't do matches unless he wants to.
I don't know. It's early enough in the year. He might be like, let's get these 8 matches out, bro. I want to be retired by
July.
Halloween.
Could be too. Yeah.
MVP should drop.
Yeah.
This is a really good set because there's Pat McAfee, Paul Heyman in this, but I'm gonna actually choose Otis.
You mean Otis?
Otis. Sorry.
Who did he end up facing? On Raw?
Johnny Gargano.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I thought for sure Smarks would say this quickly, but
Well, I was thinking, should I go with Tucky Tucky?
That's where I thought you were going to go. You could also go maximum male model. Which would make him the most popular free agent in the last 2 years. Because every fucking faction wants him.
Fight against Bronson.
Against Bronson Reed. Oh, gross. What a gross match that is.
That might be a fun match, though. Stills.
Okay, lightning round again. R-Truth, Randy Orton. Don't everybody jump at once.
I'm letting him choose which one he wants.
So these are easy. You could easily do one of these two.
I'll go with R-Truth.
Okay. Quickly.
I
don't remember.
Dun, dun, dun. Skilled but unworthy.
Randy Orton, he hears voices.
All right. So we're running short on time. I'm only going to give you 3 more. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns.
Time for vacation.
Greatest heel since.
Okay, that's it. Greatest heel since. Perfect. What the fuck, man? What game are we playing here? Seth freaking Rollins. Obviously, please don't say Seth freaking Rollins.
Big red boots.
Greatest wrestler. Raw.
Don't say today and don't say ever, because that's horrible. Sami Zayn is our final one because he is the news. But I'm definitely enjoying some of the pictures here. Because Scarlett is in this area. It's so shotsy.
This will go back. Trim your beard. It's the reason I trimmed mine.
Will be champion.
They better do it now, because I don't know that he has much storyline left in him.
Probably not.
Are
Okay.
you opening cards? I'll go off screen again.
No, because the cards are going to play into my challenge, remember?
Oh,
But it's up to JLB if he wants to go next.
Your challenge might be more fun rather. So what I was thinking of doing is since I did see Kenny Omega make a little comment about what happened with CM Punk on Renee Paquette's show, mentioning how he wishes he could have said more, that it was just kind of when we're at this level, it shouldn't be like that, but due to legalities and so on, he kind of can't say much, and the fans might not really ever know what really went down. So essentially what we kind of already knew. But I would like you to fantasy book CM Punk coming back to AEW.
Okay, I got it. Really simple.
Well, we have a...
God damn it, Big JC. God damn it. He did fucking 5 of them.
That was 5 seconds long, so that counts. Drinks.
I don't have that many drinks up here.
Just like put it on your... I mean, I'm not telling you that this is what I did, but just put it on your lips for 5 seconds.
Cheat.
Just put it in your mouth.
Cheating asshole.
Okay. So, you are having Smarks book what?
So, simple. Book CM Punk's return. It's really simple. They've already set the seeds for it in the women's division. You've got Saraya and Tony Storm running a group of invaders from another company. They're not really invaders, but they're non-AEW originals. And you just have it be that he's the mastermind behind it. He comes and leads a whole group of the non-AEW originals, the Fed, you could even call them. In fact, I think that's what you should call them.
I feel like that was already a thing, though, no? Wasn't there a thing called the Fed before of non-originals to a certain company? It sounds so familiar.
I don't know.
Maybe it's something you did in the past, too, though.
I don't ever remember anything called the Fed, but that's what we jokingly refer to WWE as, because they used to be the Federation. But they just call them the Fed. And it'd be CM Punk, it'd be Christian Cage, it'd be, of course, Tony Storm and Saraya. There, of course, are all those ones that are like, where do they sit? You know what I mean? Like they're doing right now with Ruby Soho. Is she an AEW original? No. So where do they fit? Chris Jericho, not an AEW original, but also an AEW original in a way because he was there from the beginning.
Right.
Where do they fit?
A little bit like Sting.
Yeah, Sting. Andrade, Adam Cole. These are all ones that can play in this thing of they have ties to the Fed, so which side are they on? Bryan Danielson, Moxley, all of these people have ties to the other promotion. And then you've got people like the Elite, like the Acclaimed,
Hangman,
and the Dark Order, all the current members of the Dark Order. You've got people like Christopher Daniels, who never really spent any real time in WWE. Colt Cabana, who was there very, very briefly, but never spent any real time there. Eddie Kingston, Ethan Page, all of these people who can claim to be AEW originals in one way or another on one side. And then, like Jake Hager can be on the side of the Fed. Dustin Rhodes can be up in the air. Where does his loyalties lie? His brother right now wrestles for
The Fed.
The Fed. Keith Lee, where does he stand? You know,
Where has he been? I feel like we haven't.
he was out injured for a while,
Oh, okay.
and he just came back 2 weeks ago. Week and a half ago. It was on, I think, Rampage was when he technically showed up with his head buzzed.
Oh, he has. Yeah.
And he's got gray hair now. Anyways, and so in this respect, you set up this invading force of non AEW originals versus the AEW originals. People like, heck, you have the best friends, and they could even question because Trent Beretta was in WWE for a while, you know, and he's like, listen, man, I have no ties to that company, you know, they fired me.
Yeah, that's what they'd like us to think, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And so this whole thing going back and forth, whose side is Swerve on? You know, whose side is Tony Nese on? All of this back and forth, it can literally affect almost the entire company. You know, even when you look at the women, Athena has ties to WWE. Leva Bates was in NXT. Maria Kanellis Bennett, Mercedes Martinez was in
So
WWE.
CM Punk comes back as the leader of the Fed?
Mm-hmm. As the brains behind it. And then he can lean into the famous promo by an empty-headed millennial cowboy where he said, I'm not defending this championship against you, I'm defending it from you. And he can be like, you know what? You were right to defend it from me. Because I'm going to take it again. And I'm going to be the champion that this company needs. And I'm going to lead us to the top. You know?
You can even do the I'm leaving with it when I win it.
Yeah, definitely could.
He already did once.
There can even be like really teases of splits here. Because you got Sammy Guevara as an AEW original and his wife, Ty Mello, who was in NXT. Where does her allegiances lie?
What was her name? What was her name in NXT?
Ty Conti.
Oh snap! Okay.
Her
Smarks
literally.
spoke the world of her.
Yeah.
Before they let her go.
Yeah,
Right,
I thought she was
okay.
fucking awesome. Her gimmick in WWE leaned heavily on her Brazilian jiu-jitsu background. Or judo, I think, where she, you know, former champion, participated in the Brazilian European circuit for judo, trials for the 2016 Summer Olympics, all of that stuff. And so, like, her gimmick, she came out, she wore a judoka to the ring and took it off of the ring. She had her black belt around her waist, all of that stuff. But otherwise, about the same sort of look. And then she was cut in April 2020. That was the first round of budget cuts during the pandemic.
Huh. Okay. I really got to get on my NXT, but that was ages ago. So,
Yeah.
But so it just lean into that there, and then he immediately can enter into a feud with MJF.
yeah.
MJF representing an AEW original, but also hints of where does his allegiances lie, because he's talked many times about when his contract is up.
The contract war of 2024, baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I like it. Did you say where I have to book him for?
Nope, just book his return.
Cool. I have him come back to WWE. I have him come out to Cult of Personality to open a show. Just open the Raw after WrestleMania. He walks out. It's the very first thing. And Trips comes out and says, No. You're not ruining my locker room the way you ruined the last one. No.
Oh, my God.
No.
CM Punk would never agree to this.
No. No. No.
Yeah.
Cut the mic. No.
I am going to go on the record saying a couple months ago, not even a couple months, about a month ago, I said that I felt like they were already starting to set up for his eventual return to AEW. That they were softening on their stance, and I think that's gotten even stronger recently. You know, Kenny Omega's interview this week, where basically he just said, "Listen, man, when you have a company this big with attitudes like we have, things like this happen." That's a real softening versus, 8 months ago when it was like he tried to get us fired. We had to be suspended. He attacked. He bit me while I was trying to protect his dog. It was Ace Steel who bit him, but anyways.
No.
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 But now Kenny Omega's like that. Mark Henry on Busted Open Radio.
Yeah, I mentioned him and CM Punk are like the outsiders.
Well, and said he's not a cancer. He's just an opinionated dude but he's a heck of a coach. He brings a lot to the locker room. All of this stuff is to me pointing towards a softening of the language around CM Punk, which to me sets up him coming back in some form. But, anyways.
I'm excited for it though. I'm kind of down to see CM Punk back.
I've said it before. I'm a CM Punk fan. I like him as a wrestler. He just needs to put his big boy pants on and own up to his mistakes, and
that's it.
And pledge to do better. Right? I don't care about the character he plays on screen.
Right.
But just literally, I mean, I don't even care if he says it publicly, as long as it's something that he does with Tony Khan and potentially the Elite. And he says, "Listen, guys, let's work on this. Let's make this company what it should be."
Also, get along shirts.
Yes. Let's, and I think, to be perfectly honest, what might help, and I don't think the Elite would agree to this necessarily. I think getting rid of some private locker rooms could help. Putting CM Punk, putting the Elite,
just same locker room. Yeah.
All in the same locker room. I think a general locker room for the whole group would do. And I mean the whole group is in all of the males, division. Just sharing, because they're normally playing at these arenas that have football teams or baseball teams or hockey teams or whatever playing in them, basketball teams.
So you have big ass rooms. Yeah.
They've got a big ass locker room that they can use, right? Just say, "Listen, guys, you're using this locker room. You don't have your private locker rooms anymore. This is our get along time. This way, everyone sees everyone. Everyone talks to everyone. No one goes back to their room and stews on something."
Again, remember after the Montreal Screwjob, there is video of Brett and HBK talking in the locker room. Because they're in the same locker room.
Yep. Before he went to a private room to spit at Vince McMahon.
Yes.
But. Anyway.
Wait, punched him, no?
Yours?
He spat at McMahon He spat at McMahon during the pay-per-view. He punched him in the locker room.
I can't remember.
But and it wasn't a private locker room because Taker was there with HBK stills. But
Doesn't matter. My point is, Faber, you done?
Yeah,
Are
he's
you done with your booking? Okay.
That's all he wanted to do.
No.
No. Okay. So, again, we're gonna use packs for my game. You're gonna pick a pack. I'm gonna open it, and you're gonna go through, and I want you to give new gimmicks to each of the wrestlers on here. I am going to, like before, give you one pass because there are in these occasionally NXT wrestlers that you just don't know. But I want you to give new gimmicks to these wrestlers and explain why. So, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay,
You wanna go
DFA,
first?
one
You can
through
go
six.
first if you want.
Go first.
Okay, 1 through 6.
Usually you don't like to. So. 4.
Okay. Your wrestlers to re-gimmick. First wrestler, Gigi Dolan.
Stealthy behind the scenes attacker.
Okay. And why go with that gimmick? Why do you think that gimmick fits?
Because I didn't want people to think I was a perv.
Fairness. Big Boss Man.
Security guard. New Bastion Booger. Like actual talented Bastion Booger.
I got a really sweet Green Chronicles Molly Holly.
I think you bring her real life passion into this, and I think you have her be animal rescuer.
Okay. Sweet XR card of Paul Heyman.
Corporate takeover faction leader.
I am going to go out on a limb and say you're going to use your pass on Brooks Jensen because
Denim Man.
who the fuck is he? Pretty sure Denim Man's already his gimmick as far as I can tell.
No, I'm not, because those are the easiest ones to create. So I'm gonna go with Duke the Dumpster Drosie's son.
Okay. Undertaker. I believe that's another.
I believe that'll be my pass. I do not want to rebook Undertaker.
Okay. Damian Priest.
I could not do Undertaker proper. Damian Priest, I would make. Do you remember Kevin Thorne's gimmick, Mordecai?
I've heard of it.
So I would make him the Mordecai to Bray Wyatt. So Mordecai was supposed to be the antithesis of the Undertaker, the light part of the dark side, if that makes sense. He was a heel, while the Undertaker was a face, but he wore all white and was supposed to be the like cultish brother love. So I make Damian Priest the antithesis of Bray Wyatt.
Okay. JOB, 1 through 5.
2.
Your first one. ...2004 Hall of Famer... Lex Luger.
Oh. Macho Fly Lex Luger.
We're gonna mark him. He already technically played like a narcissist, right? Because that's what he kind of was.
Yes.
To an extent, and an All-American. Yeah.
See, him I would have just made the opposite. Now, this isn't mine, but...
Hold on. This is not yours, okay? Because I'm going to make him almost like a Dexter Loomis character, a psychotic stalker. Almost like an obsessive stalker, kind of like the character from You there. Still, or no, from Psycho. Bates there.
Okay. Yeah, I would have gone with most humble person. In fact, he brags about how humble he is.
Lex the Great Humbler.
My belly's full of all the pride I swallow. Biggest box office draw, John Cena.
How long are you going to ride that horse? Probably till WON comes out with theirs next year.
Maybe. I just think it's funny that he at the time they did the vote, he had not wrestled in a single match in the year.
And had showed up once. That's it. Just once.
And then literally they named him the box office draw.
Yeah.
That's
number 2. He was number 2.
Yeah, number 2. He wasn't the top one. You weren't here
but
for our
he did beat
entire
CM Punk.
Yeah, we did an entire breakdown of the Wrestling Observer awards. I don't know if you went and looked at them all.
Oh, I did not. I didn't realize there were. They just came out.
Hey,
Yep, last week.
You should go watch the episode.
Yeah, maybe you should watch the episode. You'll find out.
No, that's fair.
A lot of really great things.
Available on YouTube.
Yep.
Still available.
It wasn't available on YouTube actually. I checked.
Oh yeah, because it goes up. It goes up in 2 hours.
Okay, fair enough. John Cena.
Still available on Twitch though.
I have to give it the 24-hour Twitch exclusivity, and so I always give it 2 days.
2 days. That's fair.
Just to be clear.
No, that's fair. John Cena. Let's. He's gonna play the obsessed ex, the obsessed. He's gonna be more like a comedic character this time around. So he's gonna play almost kind of what he does in what the fuck was that movie that he was in? But yeah, he'll be more of just. He'll be more like actually, you know what? He'll be more like Baron Corbin.
Which faction of Baron?
Almost towards the was it the Constable Corbin one? The Constable Corbin was after
Corporate Cena. Got it. Perfect.
Corporate Cena.
Okay. I think Fabe might have an idea for Tiffany Stratton. I feel like I've heard Fabe mention her before. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not remembering. She's an NXT rookie.
Yes. No, she actually recently had some main title feuds.
Mm-hmm.
So, show me your picture because I don't know her at all. Okay, she goes off. She plays like does she do like a bodybuilder kind of gimmick? Not a bodybuilder, but like a strong woman.
She's a powerhouse, yes.
She is a powerhouse in terms of her wrestling style.
Okay.
Her character has been usually daddy's little princess, spoiled rich girl.
Oh, okay.
Now you could use your pass for that.
That's fair.
But there are still 4 more cards after. So
Let's pass it up.
passing on Tiffany Stratton. Okay. Terry Funk.
Funk you.
It's actually a really sweet card.
See, I think it's easy. I think on this one it's better to. And the reason
the ones you don't know. Yeah.
I mean, Mark Calloway in his other gimmick was Mean Mark Callis, and it just sucked. And Undertaker has 2 different gimmicks that he's had, and so that's why Terry Funk is rough. Because
I'm more thinking Terry Funk is like the like the character from Gran Torino, where he's like mean, old, grumpy, army vet who's kind of like racist and doesn't think anyone's to his level. Who was it? The famous guy who did $1 Million Baby.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. That's it. Yeah. So kind of like that. Instead of being the hardcore legend, he's now turning heel.
I think it'd be hilarious if he was the limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun.
See, I would have just, with Terry Funk, leaned into his small appearance in the movie Roadhouse and made his entire gimmick henchman to a rich guy.
That works.
Next up, Charlotte Flair.
Anything but what she currently is.
Woo.
Yeah, straight up.
Lovable loser.
Lovable loser. Yeah, but I mean, and she's already kind of done the princess queen thing too. So I think you can't make her a quiet type either because her best stuff is in the ring. But you almost switch her to like it might be kind of also borderline tree. You switch her to a borderline crazy, low self-esteem, thinks everyone's talking about her kind of thing. She doesn't really like herself, so she's kind of like maybe in like you give her like a crazy gimmick kind of thing. I'd be kind of different from what she's doing now, and it'd be interesting to see how she would play that.
I'd make her Sad Corbin.
Sad Corbin. Is that where Corbin's going, by the way, now again? He keeps getting interviews interrupted on.
Yeah, but he hasn't gone to like sad. Like his interviews are all like, "Yep, I know I've had some downs recently. The crowd has been saying basically the same thing that, but I'm gonna come." So I think they're trying to babyface him, which I think is a bad idea. But next up, Odyssey Jones.
Oh, you just fucked yourself earlier.
Oh, Jesus. He is clearly going to be part of Hit Row and be the 4th member of Hit Row.
Racism.
No, not racism. I just don't know what. Yeah, it's kind of racist.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I was gonna say.
I was gonna let Fabe say it, and did.
Your eyes said it all, and I'm not on screen, so I had to say it out loud.
I have no idea about Odyssey Jones though, so it was between that or
World's Strongest Man Part 2.
I was gonna say Sexual Chocolate actually.
Well, what you really do with him is World's Weakest Man. The whole gimmick based around how he looks like he's a big powerhouse, and just have him like struggle.
He can't even power slam Tozawa.
Yeah, have him struggle to open a jar of pickles.
That might work. That might actually work. World's Weakest Man. He's 220 pounds, 0% muscle, or 1% muscle.
He's like 430 pounds.
220.
Sorry, he's like 3-something, 400.
I don't know. I don't know if they've got different pounds up there in Canada, but
no, he looks like a big
British pounds.
yeah, British.
God bless the Queen.
And final one out of that pack, Blair Davenport.
We'll help you with this. That's formerly B. Priestley.
Formerly Brie Priestley. Okay, so give me her photo one more time. Well, what is she doing now? At least give me what she's doing now.
She's in NXT. I don't know if she's appeared very recently at all. She was NXT UK, and then when they dissolved that, she appeared over on main NXT quite a few times.
Tough girl, social defector.
Mm-hmm. She was challenging for the NXT Women's Championship when they disbanded NXT UK. So she came over, and they had that match where it was title unification, and they turned it into a triple threat where the NXT Women's title and the NXT title holder and the NXT UK title holder, and then her. In it. But like DA Fabe says, if you don't know her, that gives you a whole lot of options for rebooking her, you know.
No.
You don't have to, yeah.
No, that's fair. I almost give her that. I almost would like to give her that like Nikki Cross sanity emo crazy sort of gimmick.
Ooh, and maybe she could paint half of her face, and she could do a coffin drop.
Let's not Darby the situation now. Let's not Darby the situation.
Okay. Or maybe she becomes like a high flyer, but then she bulks up and gets rid of the high flyerness. And she could have like a move, like a hidden blade, where like an elbow strike.
No, I'm not doing that either. No.
Okay. No. Just thought. Okay, so I'm going to leave it up to you guys.
I think I'd be creative at this point with the amount of times we've done this, but no.
Do you want to do another round of this with the cards, or do you want me to come up with something else to do with the next set of cards?
I liked it.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay, another round. 1 through 4, Fabe.
4. Again.
Uh-oh.
This is a good pack, by the way.
Good.
Was I choosing my own pack or his pack?
You were choosing your pack. I got 2 green cards in there. 2 limited cards. I also have 1 extra card. So you get a bonus.
Son of a bitch.
Your first card. The Undertaker. Are you using your pass again?
There's probably gobs of legends. No. Batman meets WWE.
Uh.
Heartbroken over the loss of his parents. It's Kane, basically, but heartbroken over the loss of his parents. He struggles with internal coping with his parents' death and claims to be a good guy even though he's killing everybody. Sometimes rushing to judgment in a situation.
So almost a Punisher.
Yeah, kind of vigilante-ish. Yes.
Or even Peacemaker, technically. A tad.
You had Peacemaker earlier, but you couldn't fucking remember the name, so we knew what you were going for. We just weren't going to save you from it.
You bastards.
I strive for peace, and I don't care how many people I have to kill to make it. Okay.
Show.
It's fucking amazing. I can't wait till season 2.
Eagly is the best.
Eagly is
my
the best.
favorite.
Straight up.
Electra Lopez. Formerly in Hit Row. Now.
Replaced by Zelina. It's just slap in the face.
Oh, wait, no. She wasn't in Hit Row. She was in Legado del Fantasma. But yes.
Yeah. That's...
Replaced by Zelina.
Yeah.
I was backwards.
See, I just knew what you meant. Didn't want to
Yes.
correct you.
You're on the same boat.
Vince's illegitimate daughter.
It's a good one. That's a good one. I'm telling you right now, I have a prediction as to where you're going to use your pass. I'm not going to say exactly where, but I'll tell you if I'm right. Next up, Asuka. Vince's other illegitimate.
Just have a whole faction.
Just create a whole faction, a whole stable of Vince's illegitimate.
Call them Vince's illegitimate Max.
Steph's sisters. Okay, sorry.
Steph's steps.
Oh, again, occasionally he has great shit.
I have a moments. They're few and far in between, but they're there.
They're absolutely few and far between. Alcoholic Asuka.
I feel like she already kind of does that when she was face. But yeah, that'll work.
Like party girl. Like
more drunk.
You ever makeup all smeared?
Nobody's ready for this party.
Okay.
Almost very Trumpian there.
No. No.
Oh.
No.
Using your pass? I want you to say it.
That's my pass.
Okay. I was correct.
You were correct.
I was correct.
As soon as you put it up. No.
I was like, here's the, in fairness, I don't know how you could do any other gimmick with the guy who broke his freaking neck wrestling.
You turn him into Brock Lesnar. That's the only other option. Is you make him a small Brock Lesnar. Which, oh, by the way, he fucking was.
Yeah.
Pre-Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, before Brock Lesnar was Brock Lesnar.
My first of my Green Limited, Alba Fire. The former Kaylee Ray, of course.
She's already angsty Raven's flock girl. Synthesized musician.
Okay.
We never get live performances from her, but we have to listen to her music all the time. She comes
Like
out.
EDM.
Yeah. I am going to win.
Oh my god.
I am the best women's wrestler.
To the moon.
Oh, that is a nice one.
That is a really nice card. By the
Yeah,
way.
that's pretty badass.
I'm gonna do a spin on the fact that I wouldn't do Kurt Angle here, and I'm gonna do Stolen Valor Olympian.
Comes out with a bunch of very obviously fake medals.
Yes. Doesn't say that he was an Olympic gold medalist. He just says, I'm a gold medalist.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about the 3 I's? I rock, I am cooler than you, and I win. Not integrity, but you haven't said the 3 I's still? I love it.
Nice.
Stolen Valor gold medalist.
Solo Sikoa.
The voice of the bloodline.
Let me tell you something.
Just have him talk. That's it. No. I make him surprisingly intelligent guy. Like straight up fucking Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting. Like you can basically leave him in the bloodline and everything. Everybody just comes up to him and like they randomly find him backstage.
He's the wise guy.
He's doing Sudokus in 4 minutes, and he's solving equations on walls. And
I can finish Sudokus in 4 minutes as long as someone does like an hour's worth of work on them first. And your final one, Nikita Lyon. Or Lyon. This was a good pack. It's a really fucking good pack.
I think I am going to use the one I gave JLB earlier. I'm going to go with Most Tumblest. I am so much more humble. Like, I'm such a good role... Like it's nearly Bailey. I'm such a good role model. I'm a role model, and I'm so much better at...
I was thinking with her, you do Windy Choo's sleepover mate. So you have her come out in a onesie. A footy onesie.
Don't ruin the booty.
You totally put her in the frumpiest outfit you can. That's what I'm saying.
No, here's what... Okay, so you do that, but it's a flap onesie, and she's always trying to have her butt hanging out because she has a big old booty. So she's got, like, granny panties on under. That's fine. But has her butt hanging out.
Okay, JLB, you're up.
Let's do
1
it.
through 3.
3.
Oh, this pack is made for you.
Oh, Lord, is it going to be... No, yeah, that would be okay, but no, I'm going to do... Oh, scratch that. Hold on.
Well, in fairness, he's going to have an interesting time choosing his skip. As I drop one of the cards. So, to start off, this is why this pack is made for you. The first card in the pack, Akira Tozawa.
Akira Tozawa. Akira. Oh, Fabe, when you
baby,
talk
when you-
like that.
Oh, baby, when you're selected.
So, Akira Tozawa aside from being a jobber and a joke, he will now be I can see him as like an enforcer, kind of like what Sokoa is doing.
For what group? Who else is in this group? I just want to know. Is it the midget wrestling that's coming to Grand Island, Nebraska?
No, it's not. So in this group, he will take on. In this group, it's going to be an enforcer but it's going to be a heel group. So you're going to have the Street Profits in the group. And you will also have it's going to be Street Profits with Dolph Ziggler, and Akira Tozawa is going to be your enforcer.
I just love how he says it's going to be a heel group and then proceeds to name the biggest babyface tag team in the company right now.
Street Profits are going heel, baby. It should have come like a year ago or whenever they originally came back, because you need to turn Street Profits heel.
No.
In today's current
Hard pass.
climate, you cannot make a pothead heel. Matt Riddle was not a heel. Can't be a heel. Their theme is we want the smoke.
I mean,
potheads heel.
Well, he was never heel yet, though. We haven't seen that happen. The only time we've kind of seen him be heel-ish is when he went against Seth Rollins.
He's referring. You're talking Riddle?
Well, yeah, because you mentioned Riddle. You can't turn Riddle heel. He's never been heel, so you can't necessarily say that.
Correct.
Because
it's hard to make potheads heels. They're too chill, bro.
Anyways, moving on. Ravishing Rick Rude.
I just thought of something.
Wow. Okay. You.
Oh my.
He will. He was basically he was also narcissistic too. No, technically Ravishing Recruit. He was to himself. He was all sexy, whatever, right? So
yeah, I mean, it's kind of in the name.
Implied
in the name, Ravishing part.
Ravishing Odyssey Jones doesn't work so well.
Ravishing Jones would, though. Ravishing Jones. You are going to make him You were going to make the Big Boss Man character.
Okay.
So, did either of you guys ever watch? Sons of Anarchy?
No, not really.
No.
Okay. There was a local guy in that had this problem where there's apparently a disease out there that causes people to walk around and have uncontrollable need to masturbate, like in public, like just they reach down in their britches and go. That's the character I give to Ravishing Rick Rude.
That would work. That would work in the Attitude Era, at least. Yeah.
I would give the gimmick of someone who is really, really good looking and has an absolutely tiny micro penis. That'd be his gimmick. Is that he's super, super, super uncomfortable with it, you know. And so, like, he's always stuffing
Wait.
things down his pants to try to make up for it.
This is a shared locker room?
Like, he comes out to the ring and he's obviously got, like, a tube sock stuffed with dish rags stuffed down his pants to cover it. Moving on. Ken Shamrock, most dangerous man alive.
Have the tube sock slide down his leg during the match.
His socko fell off. His socko fell off. Dear God. Ken
But
Shamrock.
here's a fun twist on it. He never takes damage from getting hit in the junk. Like, people low blow him all the time, and he just like whatever. Anyways, Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock is gonna be the expelled wrestling teacher.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with Ken Shamrock.
NXT 2.0 wrestler Dante Chen. A sweet green limited edition card of a wrestler I don't know.
Limited edition green. Who the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
God, that's a gimmick. I never even thought about that. But who the fuck is this as a gimmick? Everybody mispronounces his name. That'd be fucking hilarious.
I could just see Corey Graves. KB, what the fuck is this? That's what I'd like to know.
It's
Dante
great.
Chen's my pass.
Your mic cut out exactly at the time where you said fuck, so that made it that much better.
Nice.
Okay, Dante Chen is your pass. Next up, Shinsuke Nakamura. A sweet elite card of Shinsuke.
Flamboyant Japanese music lover. Oh, wait.
No speak of English.
And I already do that. Yeah, I would love him to go back to that fucking character. Honestly, that worked for him. I don't know why they dropped that.
Do full fucking interviews, and then out of nowhere they ask a question he doesn't like.
No speak English.
It was so good. It had to be something with the censors that they dropped that.
I think it's just Vince McMahon at the time is very fickle and very week to week. What made him laugh one week doesn't make him laugh the next week, and so.
Well, suffer and succotash. I wish they had done it right.
You maybe give him like a stuttering LD, learning disability kind of thing. So you kind of make him a comic, but in the wrestling ring, he can still fucking go, and he's still the king of strong style sort of ordeal.
So I'm gonna re-gimmick Shinsuke Nakamura as a wrestler who actually wins and holds championships and is pushed to the top of the card.
Where is he? Is he injured right now, or they're just not using him?
They're just not.
I think they're just
Really?
not
No,
using him.
he was
Just not
injured.
using him?
Wasn't he injured after Rick Boogs? Yeah, he was injured. That's why Rick Boogs disappeared for a while. Maybe Rick.
Well,
No,
Rick
Rick
Boogs
Boogs got
was
injured.
injured.
Shinsuke wrestled in one of Muda's last matches.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
that's true. Yeah, so he wasn't injured.
Okay.
He's not this year.
Next card, Ru Feng from WWE NXT. Another who the fuck is this?
What's his name? Lu Thang?
Ru with an R.
Oh my God.
Ru Feng.
It's writing itself. Do it. Do it. Just do it.
Ru Thang. Yeah, he's Ru Thang. Ru Thang. It's definitely going to be a comical gimmick because who's he?
It's fucking right there.
It so is. It so is. Like, he literally is having the conversation and he completely whiffs on it.
Who the fuck is this? Gimmick you're referring to?
Yes. You were having the conversation. You couldn't pronounce his name. Everything.
Who the fuck is this? No, that's fair. Okay, I thought you were just referring to something with his name. Like,
No!
Okay.
It was 100% who the fuck is this? Like, and it's not his gimmick right now.
It's not his gimmick right now. That's fair.
I have another one that's just fucking right there.
Oh, he's pulling it up.
Yeah.
Just fucking 100% Liu Kang rip off.
Yeah.
Right?
Give
Give him a fireball, give him a red sash and a red bandana.
And he teams up, and he's Xia Li's, he's Xia Li's, like, brother or something. Because Vince is racist and Trips for some reason took that.
Literally go all in on dollar store Mortal Kombat ripoff.
And even poor man's Glacier.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. And then the last one from this pack.
He didn't book one. He didn't pick one.
Hey, he didn't. Okay. That's fine. I'm giving him a pass because who the fuck is that? Kofi Kingston.
So Kofi Kingston. You straight up, I honestly think you maybe make Kofi do like a straight up superhero gimmick, because I think that would legitimately work with him.
Legitimately.
Legitimate.
Yeah, so I'm thinking a superhero gimmick. I don't know. I'm not.
There's so many of them you just want to take back to their old gimmick. Kofi Mania is where I would go with Kofi. But
you wouldn't want it.
You can't make everybody a world champion. So.
Yeah, I don't see Kofi winning, unfortunately, anytime soon. They're still going to hold this. It's going to be Rhodes for a good chunk of the year, so unless they split it. But even then, Kofi won't get it. Big E, if anyone from the New Day will get it, it'll be Big E when he comes back. Hopefully. We're supposed to find out soon, no? Is March he's going to get his scans, so...
Yeah, but he said in March I'll get my scans to find out if it'll be a year or more.
Or longer. Okay.
So...
Which could be a swerve.
It could
easily be a swerve.
Legitimately could be, but he hasn't used his social media to swerve much. So, okay. Here's what we're going to do with these last. We're going to play a really quick couple rounds of Who's the Wrestler. And I'm using cards I pulled out of these last two packs to pick the wrestler, right?
Hey, ChatGTP might be able to give you the questions on those individual wrestlers if you tell them they're wrestler.
Yeah, you're not giving him a whole 40 years of wrestlers. You're giving him just one, so they might be able to do that well, hopefully.
Wikipedia will do it.
ChatGPT might be a woman. I just don't think you should assume ChatGPT's gender.
That's fair. It's neither, by the way. Neither a man or a woman.
It was on Bing, it's a girl.
On Bing, it's Sydney. What was it? Sydney, Sarah? Sydney.
I don't know. This begs the definition. How do you define it as a male or a woman or a female?
You can't. That's why it's neither. It's neither.
Yeah.
You're kind of Matt Walsh in that, bud.
Yeah. Where do you have that definition? Because I'm just saying, there's a certain side.
Sydney could be a boy that wants this married man to be.
There's a certain side of the political spectrum who defines it based on genitalia or based on chromosomes, and ChatGPT has neither.
Yeah.
So
It's
here's what it is. I pulled out 4 cards. So, DA Fabe, 1 through 4.
4.
Sticking with 4. Okay. And then JLB, 1 through 3.
2.
Okay.
Can we see the other 2 cards that we missed?
The other 2 cards, in fact, I'll show you the entirety of the packs. One of the other cards that you missed was $1 Million Man, Rhea Ripley.
Oh, mommy.
Mommy. Sorry. Mommy. Classy Freddie Blassie. We were just talking about Big E.
Hey.
This is at least my 3rd Valentina Feroz.
And to that you still say,
Who the fuck is this?
who the fuck is this?
And at least my 2nd of these Macho Man.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice card there,
that,
brother.
Important to note that being my 2nd means it will go into the stack of cards that once we get 10 new subscribers.
Oh, is it 10 new? I thought it was 50.
No, it's just 10. I only put it at 10 but they've got to be new subscribers, not followers, subscribers.
The existing subscribers are in for it.
Yeah, existing subscribers are in for it, but we need the 10 new ones. Anyways, and the other pack had Roderick Strong.
Roddy Strong.
Another, but different, Nikita Lyons.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
A Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
He said Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
A bronze Cora Jade.
That's not her best gimmick either. Her current gimmick is her best.
Oh, that's badass, though.
Lash Legend.
Badass card. Who the fuck is this?
Where the fuck is my lighter?
God, that's like the 3rd one of those you got.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Okay. So, give me just 1 minute.
You should attach those to like a 4th of July firework and send him to the moon.
Okay, DA Fabe. I don't even have. Gotta do this here. Where just realized I didn't bring my phone up here. So.
Oh, yes. My Undertaker. Oh, yes.
Okay. 1 minute timer. DA Fabe, your minute starts now.
Male or female?
Female.
WWE?
Since these are WWE cards, it goes without saying.
Okay. 90s?
No.
2000s?
Yes.
20 teens?
Yes.
Been a women's champion?
I just got to check to be certain. Yes.
Been a women's tag champion?
No.
Was in NXT?
No.
Married to another wrestler.
Yes.
Natalia.
No.
Beth Phoenix.
No.
Becky Lynch.
No.
No, she's current women's tag champion. Multiple women's championships.
Nope. Just one time.
Okay.
And last guess.
Brie Bella.
With your last guess, you get it. Brie Bella.
Nice.
Never a tag champion because they did not have women's tag belts at the time.
That's fair. Yeah.
Well, I had to think of married to another wrestler that you had to think about whether or not they were the women's champion. That was the women's champion.
That's messed up how they were
And
never
in the
tag
90s.
champions because it didn't exist yet.
Nope, didn't exist. And
Well,
she was only
I
a
mean,
Divas
brought Lita
champion.
back.
Yep. She was only a Divas champion one time.
Damn.
That was during her feud with Stephanie.
And she became the first ever twin to win the Divas championship.
But Nikki had the longer run and more runs.
Yeah, Nikki's been champion for a few times, no?
She bought the things necessary to have Vince push her. We'll leave it at that. Because Vince is as much of a perv as I am. He's more of a perv than I am. I can control it. I just talk about it on a podcast.
You don't have $1 billion to throw around.
Yeah, if you had $1 billion to throw around, you'd just be as pervy.
But I feel like it's deserving of jail time what Vince has done, and I'm not one who likes jail.
Okay.
You wouldn't be like ex-condom, though. You'd be able to handle your own.
Would you quit saying condom?
Ex-condom.
Well, you got a problem with talking about condoms?
It's what you should use while you were in prison, just in case. You should use
come
an
on, man.
ex-condom.
Or the other person should use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on if you're a pitcher or a catcher, my friend.
This is why I don't want to go to prison, because I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out which one of those I am. All right.
Okay.
JLB.
JLB, your minute starts now.
Male or female?
Male.
Currently in WWE.
Yes.
Wrestled in the 90s.
Indies.
Indies, okay. Has he been world champion?
In WWE? No.
Did he wrestle for, has he been in AEW?
No.
TNA? Impact?
Yes.
Okay. He's been world champion in Impact?
Yes.
Has he been in a faction in Impact?
Yes.
Okay, but he's currently in WWE.
Yes.
Has he been tag team champion in WWE?
Yes.
Yes.
You already know it? Okay. Okay. Short hair, long hair?
Currently short.
Currently short. Has he been IC champion or US champion?
Yes, U.S. champion.
Yes, US champion.
Final guess.
Champion. Champion current WWE. Yeah, I am gonna go with I don't know, AJ. I know it's not AJ, obviously.
It's not AJ. I'm going to give you one clue before I send it over to DA Fabe because I'm pretty sure DA Fabe's got it.
Right.
His name is a play on the name of a wrestler that you had the card of in the previous game.
His name is a play of a wrestler that I had a card of on the previous game.
Yes. On the previous game, you had a card that you had to book a new gimmick for.
Right.
And this guy's name is a play on that name.
Yeah, I don't know.
DA Fabe, you want to enlighten this guy?
I want to answer the questions or ask the questions.
Okay, you want to ask some questions? Okay.
Yeah.
Your time starts now.
Was his U.S. title feud with Matt Hardy?
Maybe.
Does he lead a faction now or recently led a faction? Hurting people.
No.
It's not who I thought it was then. I thought it was MVP.
Oh, no, it is not.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Short hair. Maybe ask him more.
Short hair.
Oh, I thought you had it. I thought you had it.
I really thought I did.
Okay, final guess.
Oh, shit, you had a timer running. Didn't tell me that we were starting. Okay, it's not true. Bobby Roode.
It is Bobby Roode. Whose name
It was Rick Rude.
Rick Rude.
is a play on Rick Rude. And in reality, if you look at them side by side, they actually are fairly similar physically.
And Bobby Roode is actually still injured? Right?
Yeah, it looks like in September it was reported that Rude underwent a procedure, is all it says. And will be out of action for a while.
Vasectomy.
Tired of getting the entire first 2 rows pregnant at every event?
Jesus, he was known to have sex with his fans?
No, I'm just saying. Look at the guy,
You
man.
look at that.
If I were in the first 2 rows, I'd probably end up pregnant.
God, what a fucking great gimmick. Guy comes out, thinks he's so sexy, and just walks in and be like, sorry about you ladies in this front row. Don't come asking for child support.
He was certainly ravishing.
To quote the rhymenoceros, my rhymes are so potent that in this small segment I made all of the ladies in the area pregnant. Shout out to you Flight of the Conchords fans out there. Anyways, on that note, we will start to wrap things up. I did want to, before we fully wrap things up, because JLB wasn't here for when we talked about the Wrestling Observer news, awards, right? I wanted to go over a few of them really quickly with him because I want to get his opinion on some of them. Or maybe his guess on some of them, right? Now, keep in mind the Wrestling Observer News.
It's just all kayfabe, right?
No, it's voted on by subscribers to the Wrestling Observer. Hey, thanks, Big JC, for 1,000 bits.
That guy showing some love tonight.
Look, I'm going to put you up on screen. Boom.
Except for Cheer Elements doesn't show whatever thing he used.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because we don't know.
I don't know why. I'm dying. Hold on.
I'm dying.
Oh, that is a cool little GIF kind of thing. Nice.
Whoop. Thanks, Big JC.
Okay,
Thank you, sir. Man.
so
Person. Individual.
just going to go down the line real quick. Who do you think won the Luthez Ric Flair Wrestler of the Year award?
MJF.
No. Again, I'm going to point out this is...
That's wrestler. Okay, yeah, but it's true. It's not kayfabe, right? You were saying?
It's not kayfabe, but it's voted on by the fans, the subscribers to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, which is Dave Meltzer's
People.
fans of Dave Meltzer.
Okay. And the Luthez Award is basically, it's more about the wrestling, right?
Wrestler of the Year.
Wrestler of the Year.
Wrestler of the Year. Cody?
Nope, John Moxley. Roman Reigns came in second, but
right,
it wasn't
makes
actually
sense.
very close.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, that's very meltery.
Most outstanding wrestler.
Most outstanding. They probably put Kenny.
Nope, Will Ospreay.
Okay.
Bryan Danielson was second, and it wasn't close.
Wow. Okay.
Tag Team of the Year.
Claimed.
No.
Briscoes.
Briscoes came in 2.
Young Bucks.
Nope. FTR.
Oh, that makes sense. Yep.
Promotion of the Year.
Well, if it's not AEW, they probably said New Japan.
Sorry, I'm dying. It is AEW. WWE came in 3rd.
That's fair. New
I'm
Japan
gonna
was
scroll
second.
down a bit. Because I'm not gonna do this. Too much of this. The best box office draw. We already told you who number 2 is.
Right. Yeah, and I believe you technically told me who number 1 was. But I'm gonna go with Roman.
Roman, it is.
Yeah. I still can't believe how is John Cena second?
Thank you.
One fucking match. Technically, no.
Happened after these votes.
Yeah, the votes were in
One
mid-December.
Because he was in Mania, no? Of that year at all?
No.
No.
He was at Mania, I think, but he did not wrestle.
That's fair.
He wrestled one match in the entire year, and it was on literally the last day of the
Day
year.
of the year. And these votes were done even before that.
Yes.
So how the fuck do you put Cena in the...
That's the question.
That's
I
the
asked.
question.
That
yeah.
is
With a much
indeed a
louder
question.
rant.
That should be disqualified. That doesn't make any sense.
You
Who was
should be
third?
disqualified.
Who was third?
CM Punk.
Yeah, see, CM Punk makes sense. Okay. Definitely over than John Cena. Jesus Christ.
Feud of the year.
Feud of the year. They most likely gave it to maybe either they gave it to maybe CM Punk and Moxley, or they gave it to FTR and Briscoes, or they gave it to Roman and so no, Seth and Cody.
That was my guess. That is incorrect.
That is incorrect. It
You
was
were
one
half
of
right
those
with
three.
your first one.
It was one of those three. As number
Punk and
one.
Mox?
No. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins was 3.
Okay.
CM Punk MJF was 2.
Okay.
FTR versus Briscoes was number
was-
1.
Oh.
I mean, it was great. I don't know if it was the best feud of the year. Great matches of the year, sure, but okay.
Well, on that note, Pro Wrestling Match of the Year.
This is with AEW stuff, though.
I'll give you a hint. None of the
these
top
are
3
good.
were AEW.
Oh. Okay, FTR versus the Briscoes.
That was number 2.
Seth versus Cody.
Nope.
Probably. No. Okay. Ooh. Okay. None of the 3 were AE dubs. So then, are you doing Edge versus? Was it Edge versus Seth? No, that wasn't
Nope.
there.
Trick question. 1 and 3 were both Kazuchika Okada versus Will Ospreay.
Okay, that's fair. Yep.
Just 2 different matches. I'm not going to read you the full name of this award because it'll give it away. Best Technical Wrestler.
So they probably gave it to Will Ospreay or Daniel Bryan.
No, I need you to make a choice here, my friend.
All right, I'm going with. Given how this is, I'm going to go with Will Ospreay.
You are incorrect. The official award name is the Bryan Danielson Award for Best Technical Wrestler, and the winner is Bryan Danielson.
Which I think just makes sense at this juncture.
Right. But I mean, is that an award that they legit do every year, and it
Yes.
goes to other
They
technical wrestlers?
named it. They named it after him when he retired,
Okay.
and then when he came back, they just kept it named after him.
And he's always won every year?
He hasn't won every year, but he's won
Okay.
quite a few times.
Okay. No, I mean, it makes sense. This guy's a...
Zack Sabre
workhorse.
Jr. was number 2, and Daniel Garcia was number 3.
I got to see more Zack Sabre Jr. matches. Sabre Jr. matches.
Well, sign up for Honor Club because he wrestled in the tapings for the first set of shows for Honor Club.
Oh, snap.
Bruiser Brody Memorial Award, which is the best brawler.
Moxley.
Moxley number 1. You probably won't get 2 and 3, but it's Tomohiro Ishii and Minoru Suzuki.
Which makes sense when you.
Which, yeah.
I guessed Eddie Kingston because I hate him.
And, yeah, I mean, he does that whole...
Best flying wrestler. You're not going to get
Ricochet.
number 1 because he's not from a promotion that you.
Fair. One that I know, Ricochet.
Nope. You do know 2 and 3, though.
2 and 3, best flying, Ricochet. We're going to go with Dante Martin, maybe.
Dante Martin number 3.
Okay. Maybe AR Fox.
Nope.
Action Andretti.
Nope. This is one that DA Fabe got stumbled on, too.
We're talking AEW or WWE. Right?
AEW,
AE dubs,
mostly.
mostly. Okay. Sammy Guevara.
Nope.
One of the Young Bucks.
Nope.
No. Damn. Okay.
Last guess.
Garcia.
Nope. Ray Phoenix.
Okay. Yeah.
Most overrated.
Most overrated.
Now, again, this is one to keep in mind, the market that was voting on this.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns is 3.
I'm guessing they just pure WWE'd it, no?
They did not pure WWE it, but it is WWE heavy.
Okay, so we'll go with Roman. We'll go with...
I'm going to give you a hint. Number 1 is someone that you think is overrated, too.
I think a lot of people are overrated, though. And it's WWE?
Yes.
Brock Lesnar?
Nope. I'll give you one hint. They don't give a damn about their bad reputation.
Oh, Ronda Rousey, for sure.
Yeah. Number 2 is Tyrus.
Oh, shit, really? People aren't liking on Tyrus? He's an NWA now, right?
He's the NWA World Champion.
Okay, damn.
For a minute.
Most underrated.
Most underrated would have to be Ricochet.
Ricochet's number 3.
Kira Tozawa, I'm guessing, is not on the top 3. Bastards. Ricky Starks.
Nope. We've talked about this guy earlier in the show.
As being underrated?
Yeah, number 2. We haven't talked about number 1 on this show because I actually kind of have an issue with calling him most underrated, but that's a different thing altogether. This is actually a relatively WWE heavy list of these 3.
It's not Cody. It's not Seth. It's not Miz. It's underrated. Austin Theory?
Nope. Number 2 is Chad Gable.
Fair. Yep.
And number 1 is Konosuke Takeshita, who I have a hard time rating him as underrated because when this list was voted on, he was mostly wrestling in DDT, and I think he was exactly at where he should be at the time. I love him. He's about to get a huge push. Right. Anyway. Rookie of the Year.
This one might be a pistol.
Theory.
No.
Also, not a rookie.
Action Andretti.
No. Arguably. I think the thing with
That's
Action
why we're
Andretti...
pissed off.
The thing with Action Andretti is most of his stuff came after they did the voting on this.
It better not be fucking what's his face, Hook.
Hook is number 2.
Oh my god. Still don't understand the hype on this dude. Ricky Starks is not.
Nope.
Dante Martin?
Nope. He wouldn't be considered a rookie since he's been with the AEW for like
Fair
3
enough.
years.
They didn't stop him from making number 1 who number 1 is.
Yeah, true. True.
Oh. Okay.
He's not 3 years. but
Sammy Guevara?
Nope.
It is WWE adjacent.
WWE adjacent. So it's WWE? He's been in WWE, you're saying?
He's adjacent to WWE.
If you wanted to see him on a roster page, you would go to WWE.
I didn't hear you through his freaking coffin.
Sorry.
If you wanted to see him on a roster page, you would go to WWE's website.
Okay.
Yes. but you would not click on either the Raw or SmackDown rosters.
Oh, Carmelo Hayes?
No, but
Braun
that would be a
Breaker?
good choice. Braun Breaker, number one. Despite the fact that he debuted in September of 2021. So I would say
Not
he's
a
not a
rookie.
rookie.
Carmelo Hayes would be more of a rookie then, technically, if we're going with that
Interestingly
route.
enough, we actually looked that up, and no.
He debuted
No?
the same
Carmelo
time.
Hayes debuted 1 week earlier.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
Best non-wrestler.
Paul Heyman.
Number one.
Yeah.
Bet you can get number two as well.
Best non-wrestler. Tony Schiavone.
No. Excalibur, you're looking scrumptious today.
Okay. That is JR?
No.
William Regal.
Oh, okay, right.
Worst television announcer.
Not JR.
Not
It's not JR. I'll give you a
KB from Raw. If anyone said Corey Graves, I swear to God.
Corey Graves is number one.
Oh my God, really? Asshole.
Booker T number two, and Jim Ross is
Booker
number
T
three.
would make sense. See, Booker T would make sense. Booker T says a lot of stupid shit.
Graves is actually the one I guess based on the fact that the audience.
Why do people hate him that much, though?
Don't know.
I don't know.
What?
Best major wrestling show.
AEW Dynamite.
Nah, major wrestling show would mean pay-per-view or PLE.
Oh, okay. Probably was All Out for the Brawl Out.
It is
Or
not
Forbidden
All Out.
Door 2.
It was Forbidden Door.
Not two. It was
Not two, because they've only had one
Yeah,
so far.
so far.
so far.
Right?
That was most likely, I thought, was the announcement. But no, Tony Khan has to give us a
Well, fucking
pay-per-view.
DirecTV went ahead and fucking sold them out.
Yeah. DirecTV's already
Not
put it on their
DirecTV.
schedule.
Not DirecTV. Charter.
Spectrum, yeah.
Spectrum.
AEW
Yeah, for
Revolution was number 2, and WrestleMania Night 1 was number 3.
Oh.
Worst major wrestling show.
Last year, probably the Elimination Chamber.
That's number 2.
That was my guess.
Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Ugh, horrible. I can't quite remember.
Just go a little bit early.
Earlier? Oh, Royal Rumble because of
Royal
Brock
Rumble,
could win.
yep.
Okay. Yep.
And then GCW got one on this list here.
Yeah.
And our friend Necro says that is legit.
That is.
I actually watched GCW The World, or at least part of it, because they had it streaming. I didn't think they had it all streaming. It looked kind of rinky-dink. So, most disgusting promotional tactic.
WWE for trying to get AEW superstars.
Nope.
But you have the right company.
They have the top 2 spots.
They have the top 2 spots. Vince McMahon's sexual allegations throughout that entire year.
You're close enough, I'll give it to you. WWE's Vince McMahon appearing on television for a crowd pop
yeah.
after the allegations came out.
Now, forever together.
Yeah. After that was WWE
egotistical
continuing
fuck.
their relationship with Saudi Arabia. And Ric Flair's last match was number 3.
Oh my God. That roast was hilarious, though. I did enjoy that roast.
Worst television show.
Probably Monday Night Raw.
It is Monday Night Raw, despite the fact that, WWE sells out that show on a regular basis and, Gets good ratings overall. But yeah, WWE Raw. NXT was number 2 and NWA Power number 3. Worst match of the year.
From last year. Was it I don't know. There was a. I was pretty I don't know. I won't get it. It's gonna be a Raw. It's gonna be a WWE one for sure.
It's actually a WWE one from night 2 of WrestleMania. Pat McAfee versus Vince McMahon.
Okay.
Ric Flair's last match was number 2.
That's Ric Flair's match would make sense.
Okay, we're gonna go through just a couple last ones here. Best gimmick.
Roman Reigns.
Nope. But you're close. Come on, man. You should be proud of this one.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn, honorary Uce.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Worst gimmick. You also would probably agree with this one.
Worst gimmick. I'm gonna say the fashion boys there.
You mean Maximum Male Models?
Maximum Male Models.
Who did get number 1 on worst gimmick.
Okay, there you go.
I disagree, but that's beside the point.
Who would you say is worst gimmick then?
Fuck, I mean, there's a whole slate of wrestlers whose whole gimmick is, I'm a good wrestler. To me, that's the worst gimmick in the world. I'm a good wrestler. I get a kick out of Maximum Male Models. I think they're funny.
I mean, kudos, at least they're on TV, yay. But aside from that, maybe Otis being in it might be fun. We'll see.
So, and then worst promotion of the year.
Probably goes to Power for first.
Nope. NWA came in second.
Okay, so they said WWE?
WWE first, CYN for third. Keep in mind, though, WWE came in third on best promotion of the year, too. How do we explain that? I have a theory. First half of year, last half of year.
Yeah. Trips definitely helped them not being first and worst.
And yet,
I don't think you should count control your narrative.
Versus Brock Lesnar.
Oh God, I think that's going to be a future runner-up for match of the year, worst match of the year.
And then I'm going to combine these two. These are two separate prizes, awards, but I'm going to put them together because it's the same winner. Best Booker of the Year and Promoter of the Year.
This I know, Tony Khan.
Tony Khan.
He's been best booker for like the past 3 years, no? Since basically AEW has been a thing. So, like, can't blame Meltzer. Just blame all his fans.
Yeah,
I
they do blame Meltzer, though.
I would attest that in the last year, the best booker has been Triple H.
I would say Trips.
Yeah. I would say in the last half of the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, as an overall. I think when you wait the first half of the year on it.
I think this year is going to be interesting if, I don't know, well, now Vince is apparently somewhat running creative, so.
Well, again, people have refuted that. It was one talent who reached out to Sean Ross Sapp and said, I think Vince McMahon's back in creative. And then Sean Ross Sapp has said, hey, he has talked to multiple people who would be in the know in the company who say that it's not the case. I would argue, however, that Lashley versus Bray Wyatt and Brock versus Omos are some pretty big evidence towards the other way, though. So.
Right. Considering Trips has not used Omos for a good chunk of his tenure as creative head of creative, so but I don't know what Omos is doing there.
Anyways, but on that note, I think it is time for us to wrap things up for the show. I could go through all the spiel about like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to click that follow button on twitch.tv/RawandOrderWBU. You can support us by going to our merch store and buying things like sweet-ass shirts to get signed when you go to events and stuff like that. You can subscribe to us for just $5 or free if you're an Amazon Prime member. And get access to cool emotes and stuff like that, and support us in great ways. Or you can send us tips or bits like Big JC.
Send 1,000 bits.
Big Big JC 65. There we go. I had to go look at the thing to make sure I was crediting right. Send 1,000 bits. 1,000.
Bits.
Boom. So, great ways to support us. You can also support us by following us on the social medias. You can follow me at Raw and Order WBU pretty much anywhere, like Twitch and Twitter and TikTok and all those places, except Facebook, where it's at Pissant Podcast for whatever reason. You can follow DA Fabe at
DA Vincent K. Fabe, which is right. Not there. That's my name.
right underneath it. And then you can follow JLB at
twitch.tv/JLBTLC25. WB2K23 is coming out in 2 weeks, so I will be certainly playing that a whole bunch. And then you can just follow me on Twitter at JLB420.
Also related to WWE 2K23 coming out, apparently Best Buy, I think, has started sending out emails to their subscribers that AEW is expected to go out on the 31st
Of March?
of March. Yes.
Oh.
So WWE will get a couple weeks in the shine before the competitor hits the market.
Damn.
Here's what I'm going to say this fairly frankly. WWE 2K23 is going to look nicer than AEW.
Right.
It's going to fucking blow it out of the water from a visual standpoint because they've had 20 years of refining graphics to build on.
And they partnered with 2K.
And they partner with 2K. And again, 2K has had 20 years to refine the graphics and keep things going and everything. So, you know.
Well, I wouldn't say 20 years. 2K hasn't been doing it for 20 years.
2K hasn't been the exclusive, but for a while there were
Yeah. Since like 2K13 or 12.
Yeah.
So
but on top of it, when 2K took over, they were able to get assets from the previous. Whereas AEW had to start from scratch on their graphics.
That's fair.
So keep in mind that. But on top of it, they're two separate games. They're different.
Totally different games. Yeah.
WWE game is designed to be basically a sim, where you're simulating the wrestling. Whereas AEW is supposed to be an arcade style game, where it's a little bit more about pick up and play and everything. And that's going to be what I'm excited for with it. But like what you like. To quote Brian Zane on Wrestling with Grit, like what you like and don't be a dick. But on that note, we're going to go ahead and close the book. Thanks to everyone who showed up. Thanks to Big JC for tossing that 1,000
bits.
Nice
Damn,
guy.
thank you.
Nice guy.
Yep. And on that note, we're going to close the book. Thank you all for listening. We will see you soon.
Bye.
Deuces.